How do you check your credit score for free? Hey, everybody, this is Adam Meek with Adam Meek Real Estate. I was in town here the other day and just had somebody ask me about checking their credit score. I know I've talked a little bit about this in the past, but I just thought tonight I'd just kind of get things set up. There's been a little bit of changes I noticed since I logged onto this site to check my credit report. And I think this will be really, really helpful to you to just take a look. And one thing you should know is whether or not you check your credit report or your credit score, it doesn't cost you anything to check your credit report, and that's going to be different than your credit score. So your credit report is brought to you by the three major credit bureaus, and that's Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. And if you see me looking kind of over here, it's because I've got that pulled up on my computer screen. I'm going to show you here in a minute about how you can do this yourself just by going to a website. There's a lot of websites out there. The one that I've used for years for myself is annualcreditreport.com. And that is a website that's run by these three different credit companies that they provide it to you that you can check for free once a year. And one thing that I've done in the past is just go in once a quarter, once every 3 months, and check and see if there's anything on my credit report that shouldn't be there. That way I can dispute it, and that will help make sure that that your credit score is where it needs to be to get loans and so on. So give me a minute here. My computer just went to sleep, and I'll turn this around so you can see how you can do this yourself. Hang on, hopefully I don't break the internet. So you're going to see that fantastic wallpaper. And here, I don't know if you can see it or not, but right here you can see this is annualcreditreport.com. It's run by these three major credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. So whenever you go to this site, unlike some other sites, you're actually getting the data that these companies are looking at whenever a lender goes to pull your credit report. This is where they're going. They're going to these three companies right here. And so it used to be, like I was saying before, you could get it once a year, and now because of COVID-19 they're allowing you to check your free credit report every week. So I just break it up once a quarter between these three. You're free to do whatever you want. So then you'll click on request your free credit reports, and that'll prompt you to go to another page where you'll enter in your private information, your name, your address. If you haven't lived in your home for 2 years at least, it'll prompt you to enter in your previous address where you've lived. It'll ask you about your social security number, enter all that stuff in there, and then it'll challenge you to make sure that you are who you say you are, asking you specific information about your loans. So then you'll get over, after you fill all that out, you'll get over, this is my actual credit report from Equifax. And you can get your free credit score right here. I'm not going to do that. We'll look at that here in a minute. And then it gives you a report summary. It lets you know about your credit card accounts, about any mortgages that you have, any other loans that you may have, any statements about collections or any public records or dispute file information. And then we just kind of jump down here, and we'll take a look at some of this stuff here. And it just talks about public records, bankruptcies, judgments, liens, collections, dispute file information. So it gives you information about disputing that information, and then a summary of your rights under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So you can, if you have questions about your credit report, you can dispute things and so on. And then if you wanted to check your free credit score, this would give you the number that that banks are going to be looking at. Yeah, so you just click right here. This would give you your Equifax score. Another site that some people use is Credit Karma. You can go here and get your free report there. And that's about it. So between Credit Karma, and you can check your credit score with each one of these reporting agencies. Each one has a different credit score. They kind of do the math a little bit differently. There's always a little bit of difference there, but you can get your credit report for free right now every week from annualcreditreport.com, and then you can check your credit score with either Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, or you can use Credit Karma as well. If you use the Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, that's the actual numbers that lenders are looking at. So hopefully that was very, very helpful to you. If you guys have questions about this or anything else, give me a direct message. I'm always happy to help, and we'll talk to you again soon.